Vienna, Austria. Gustav Klimt, Austrian artist and founder of the art movement Vienna Secession, born on July 14, 1862, Baumgarten in the then-known Austrian Empire. Klimt's paintings were known for their beauty and composition, but most recognizable is his subject matter, women. His pieces range from erotic drawings to admired portraits. Most of his subjects were the daughters or wives of his patron. Most of the portraits were held dear to the subject's family and friends, like the Bloch-Bauers. Under the request of Ferdinand Bloch-Bauer, Klimt painted two portraits, one of his wife Adele and the other the wife of a family friend, Amalie Zuckerkandl. Both the paintings were known throughout Vienna. Adele's portrait is called the Mona Lisa of Austria, and Amalie's is admired throughout the world. The portrait of Amalie Zuckerkandl was started in 1917 by Gustav Klimt, all on canvas. Presumed to be paid by Ferdinand Bloch-Bauer, the painting was set to be hung in his house. Came to an abrupt stop when in January 1918 Klimt suffered a stroke that left him partially paralyzed. He was subsequently hospitalized, and while there he contracted pneumonia and died. Although the portrait will forever remain incomplete, the Bloch-Bauers found its beauty and hang it in their private collection at home. Both paintings, unique and exquisite in their own right, are viewed as masterpieces.
Beautiful works of art. But for Amalie's and Adele's family and friends, they're more than just portraits. Then everything changed when the Nazi army entered Austria. Adolf Hitler, in his conquest for power, he proposed an Auschwitz, the annexing of Austria to Germany to create a more powerful and prosperous Germany. Under this pretext, he did whatever he wanted. Adolf Hitler, an unsuccessful artist, had a passion bordering on obsession with art and its power. So he did the logical thing and stripped every Jew and degenerate from their art, including the Bloch-Bauers. Although Klimt belonged more to their category of degenerate art, the Nazis cautiously acknowledged him as one of Austria's great cultural assets, despite his Jewish clientele. Their admiration was shown when in 1943, German soldiers under the command of their Führer started collecting works of art. The Bloch-Bauers collection in particular landed on the hands of a well-known Nazi participant and adorned his walls for his egotistical purposes. In 2006, 5 of 10 pieces of Klimt were returned to their respective owner, starting a restitution act in the Austrian constitution. There are still some paintings that the Austrian Museum is holding on to. Among them is the portrait of Amalie Zuckerkandl. Amalie's portrait is a sign of beauty and grace for the Austrian people. But for her descendants and family, is more than just a portrait. It's the only physical evidence that she once was a person. When Amalie Zuckerkandl is searched on the internet, the only thing that pops up is the portrait. Not her past, not what she did for a living, what she preferred for a living. The only thing known about her is who her husband was and who her brother was, but nothing about her as a person. This portrait is the only physical reminder that her family has of her as a person, a human being, someone with an identity, a culture, an individual.